president of the ONYXCON Foundation, and for anybody who follows my content regularly, you might notice my voice is getting better. I ain't wearing hoarse, and my voice is coming back. It still got the cool engine in it, the little groggy, you know, my little roll in it. You know what I'm saying? Which doesn't really bother me as much as the other stuff that goes with it, that I know why I'm even feeling that way. Still, you know, knocking down these little cold symptoms or whatever. It's annoying. It's annoying at best. At best, right? But we in it to win it, and we just gonna keep on going. That's all we can ever do, right? That's all we can ever do. As long as you got breath in your lungs, you better cherish the day. Hello? So we out here, man. We out here. And today, if you haven't seen my video yet, my latest video, you know, I'm always tell y'all to go watch the long content. Those videos that I spend hours editing or even conceptualizing that y'all take for granted and give me about 20 views. I may get lucky and get 100 and some change. We got to do better than that, y'all. We got to do much better than that. Not for the work I'm putting in and what I got, the goals I have for this channel and how I want y'all to interact with it. So, I mean, one thing I've learned about doing multi-niche content, you literally have multi-audiences. I have like as many different types of content as I have. Yeah, okay, that thing just knocked itself on off. It just knocked itself off, y'all. Sorry about that. I was saying as many types of content as I have just as many audiences. And the more I am honest with myself about that, the more I'm realistic about who might be watching when I go live, who's likely gonna watch when I do a long video like I did today about Black Panther 3, okay? The 3 is coming, it's official. We knew it, we already knew that. We weren't, at no point did we not know it was coming, but we now have facts on who will be the next Black Panther. And I want to shout out Brother David Johnson, okay? An actor I was not familiar with. I'm not going to even front and act like I watch everything that ever gets released. Because it's funny how some people who do YouTube, I mean, I'm not saying, hey, if you that kind of movie buff, you are, right? But everybody wants to act like they be knowing everybody. I know most of these people today talking stuff about this man did not know who he was. Not because he hasn't done work, not because he's not in anything that's noticeable, but because, like, when I found out he was in Alien Requiem, okay, I like the Alien movies. I grew up on Alien movies. That's one of the Alien movies I have not seen. You know what I'm saying? So I got some work to do. I got some homework, right? But I'm a grown man enough to admit that. I ain't about to sit up here in front and act like I done seen every single thing and pretend that I know about every single actor. It's like, and here's how I catch them in their bullshit, right? When I watch these YouTubers that be fronting, I'm watching all these people react to it, right? They go and do the same thing I do and any YouTuber does. You go do your research. You find out who this person is. You find out where they're from. You find out the movies they've been in. You find out, right? And then you highlight the things that you can most relate to or that you can spin into something interesting to have something to say, right? That's all fine and good. But when you do it in a way that's so shallow that I know you didn't do no more than what most of us do than I did or anybody. Like you went and got the basic information off IMDb, you did the Wikipedia, you did a few other sites. But the difference in mine and theirs is I'm not sitting up here fronting like I knew who to be. I said in my video, where I play myself as a character, by the way. I did a little voice work for y'all today. Yeah, because, you know, I'm a big fan of, if you base a movie somewhere on the continent of Africa, the characters should sound like African peoples, okay? Don't come here with them British accents on everybody like the whole continent got colonized by the same Europeans and were forced to speak the same way. No, there are people on the continent who do speak and sound, you know, very British, if you will, but not, they're a minority. Most people have their own dialects. They have hundreds of languages, thousands of dialects, okay? So come on, I don't play them games. So I did a makeshift, I like to always say, because I know with my African friends, they be like, you sound South African to me, or you sound Nigerian to me, or you sound, hey, I be like, look, keep rolling the list. Because as long as I sound like somebody from somewhere, I appreciate it. I know I'm doing the work and I appreciate it. So I did a character, I just came up with something on the moment. Yusuf, I call him, which is Joseph, right? But that would be a common name with Arabic speaking or Muslim peoples in Africa, because Islam has had a strong hold on many African nations far longer than the European influence. So anyway, so I did that whole thing, and yeah, man, I had some fun with it. I look back at it and I make me laugh. I was like, and grin and just say, oh man, I hit that word just perfect. That was great, whatever. So check it out. I think you'll enjoy it if you like that kind of work. And most importantly, it's a celebration, man. When an actor makes a moment like that, it doesn't matter that I didn't know who he was. I'm proud to see a black man get a role like that. I'm proud to see this series continue. I'm proud to see Brother Coogler at the peak of his popularity and power in Hollywood. Well, I ain't gonna say peak, but let's put it like this. He can do what he want to do to a certain extent now. When he said that he's gonna film it on the same type of film, wide style, full screen, like Sinners, I said, oh shit, and I looked it up and found out, yeah, he means the exact same process. So you're gonna get, when I say this, the first time I see it, I have to see it in IMAX. And I don't want 3D, because 3D make your head hurt. Just give me regular IMAX. But I have to see that movie when Black Panther 3 comes out. I have to go see it in IMAX, because I want the full widescreen, as he intended it to be seen, experience, And I'm looking forward to it even more now. Like, man, it's gonna be amazing, right? Okay, I thought that was something else on the music, but I'm just like, yeah, man, I'm hyped. I mean, we got a whole year, and it's only in probably post-production right now. They'll be filming it all through 27. That's usually how that works. I know this from being on the first 2 films. Yes, that's right. I've been on both. And damn, is this taking me where I think it's taking me? Shit, sure as hell is. Not where I wanted to go today. Anyway, it's one of these orders where I don't know where exactly I'm going till I get in the car, and then I'm like, damn. But anyway, yeah, it's one of them situations where they usually take about a year to make it. And then, if I had to guess, they said December, so December, then knowing what I know, is it December, November, October, September, August, July, and that's July of 27. Now I would go back even further, so now I'm saying, but they like to shoot stuff like this if it's based in Wakanda. Some parts are gonna be in Wakanda, so they definitely want the weather to be warm. Typically, I remember from previous movies we did shoot in the summertime, so it would be hot as all hell if we did it in Georgia. That's me saying I hope they do it in Georgia again. The first 2 movies were shot in Georgia, primarily. A few other, other locations. Like in the first movie, they did go to Korea for the one scene, but some of the parts that was supposed to be Korea, the casino, that was in Hateville, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, I know the exact place where they shot it. I wasn't in those scenes, but I got friends who were, and I was in other scenes, so we know what we talking about, man. If y'all want the real, make sure you subscribe to ONYXCON, because we gonna give you that stuff you never gonna hear nobody else say, because they don't know. They just speculate. Everything they doing is speculative. I'm basing mine on experience in the biz. It's a difference. It's a whole nother way of it. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to guess, they'll probably shoot starting as soon as possible, which likely would be like September. and go all the way through like September, October, November, December, January, February, March. But damn, that's putting us in some cold. So I don't know. See, that makes me wonder if they are overseas with it. Because if they're not trying to shoot it in Atlanta and we're already in the summer, and true enough, they could, start it like spring next year for real, do like a whole bunch of scenes they don't need extras and stuff before then, but then do all the scenes they need with extras starting in spring, shoot through summer. That's giving you the 6 months. And by the time they wrap it up, if they wrapping it like, September of 27, then October, November, December. Yeah, like I said, they have a whole year to edit. And then what they do also is they have reshoots. Anything that they start working on, this ain't it. We got to get more. We got to do this. We got to do that. That's the other thing that'll be in 28. All the way up till December, they could be doing reshoots. I'm telling you from experience. I was on set for a reshoot for Captain America Civil War when commercials, the first teaser commercials, were already showing on TV. Crazy. And on YouTube, of course. Absolutely crazy. So that's how it can be. Like, it can be all the way up to the wire with them, adjusting stuff and all of that. Like something that was said on that panel for Doomsday, if you saw that one from Comic-Con, and it was when Ryan Reynolds, crazy ass, out there in the Deadpool gray outfit cosplaying, but everybody knows his voice, so it's really him. And he's asking questions as if he's just an aloof fan. And he's like, so is it done or whatever? And they're like, yeah, it's done, man. What do you think we're here for? Like, the movie's in the can. And then somebody said, yeah, we're gonna keep messing with it until they take it out of our hands or something like that. And that made me laugh, because it's like, that was a real statement. Like, they still will tweak stuff even though it's in the can, as he said. The movie's finished, but they will tweak some scenes, reshoot some scenes until somebody just says enough and takes it out of the power of the executive producers' hands. Be like, all right, enough is enough. We're gonna, whatever y'all got is what we're gonna go with, and then that's it. Turn it in. Let's go. Let's get it ready. Let's start doing the promos and all that other stuff, right? So, yeah, I'm guessing this thing is going to shoot. It's going to overlap. It's going to start, like I say, set up stuff, getting things together now. Really, really go to the principal shooting probably the end of this year. I'm saying like December, somewhere in there. They might actually be shooting scenes. And going into the new year, for 27, they'll definitely be shooting and just be on it all year until it's done, which I would guess, if you do a schedule like that, spring, early summer. Finished enough to then have to do reshoots through the summer. Yeah. Which is perfect, because then, like you say, then fall, then when fall hit, that's when you're gonna be getting all them first promos and everything, driving everybody crazy. Oh my gosh, it's coming. And did you see the teaser? You know how they do. They hit y'all with the commercials on, let me see, what sports? Or it can't be that, because the game, but I take that back. They'll do a teaser during the damn Super Bowl next year and shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be like one little scene they tease or something. They get y'all going, man. They know how to get us going.